Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Watch the slant.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. Check. Mike 57. Watch the slant.
A first down carry by Elliott. Shedding through the defense. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Prescott to throw it, and that is incomplete.
Prescott's pass intended for
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Yo, white 90. White 90. Mike 5-4. All day. All day.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Let's go, boys.
A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Rivers. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 15. Check 46, 46, 46.
Here's Elliott. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
12 yards there and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He's time to win.
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Rivers. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. First down, Rivers. That's complete to the tight end Sample. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Ready. 390.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Set 180. 54. Mike, 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 2nd down now, it's Anderson, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Black 15. 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, tight down.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He goes underneath for Anderson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Again, it's Rivers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Check.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Let's go. Do it.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the Steelers' 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 12. Rivers complete. The tight end Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, About 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Set, 180.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point attempt to come here.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Makes the score Bengals 14.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Coming. Where's 52? Watch 52.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. You got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check nine.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. 15 yards on the play, first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
So we have come to halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. Pushing tacklers aside. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On first down, Elliott. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try again with Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score? That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Elliott. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Anderson gets past one man, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Here we go.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Anderson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Right there, 54 Mike. All right, here we go. Let's go.
From the 41, Rivers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Rivers. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Block 54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, stay there. Stay there. Hey, bro, 80. 54. Rip right. 80 hot.
Again, Anderson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We own them. Hey, Mike 52, Mike. There it comes, there it comes. Mike 52, Mike 52. You don't see me. Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one. nearly over yet. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 79 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He may need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
57 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball,
A second down throw for Prescott. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Prescott on first down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now a second interception. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cincinnati, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.